So when we apply pressure to the lever and we got a fulcrum, we got a reaction. We apply pressure to the fulcrum without the lever, we have reaction. But if we can apply pressure to both the lever and the fulcrum at the same time, we have a better reaction. Okay? So the combination of the lever and fulcrum against this area, first handful as he straightens out, is the idea. You also, the pressure that we want to be pressing on the fulcrum should coincide with the direction that the thumb is pointed in. So if I'm here, point your thumb, I'm applying pressure on the fulcrum in that direction, top. If the thumb is pointed forward, technically I should be applying pressure on that level. If the thumb is pointed up, technically the pressure should go up. So depending. If he changes where that thumb is pointed, I should be applying pressure wherever that works, right? We should probably differentiate. There's different levels that we go with the standard arm bar. Whether we're going to go for a control, try and control him and get him to go somewhere, or to pin him to the ground and try and control that, or whether we're going for muscle, bone, tendon destruction, I want to bang, injure that arm, or bang, injure that arm. So that's a definition. Issue of definitions, whether we're going to slip it and try and injure it, or slip it and try and control him. Alright? A number of basic arm bars that we generate play with coincide with different parts of our body. Alright? We've got a hand, we've got the wrist. Now, the wrist arm bar might be a situation like this. Using a reverse arm bar. Forearm. Applying to that fulcrum, to that tendon there, with the forearm, applying pressure there. The ditch of the elbow, underneath. This could be a jamming motion. Pop, or pop, right? We also have the elbow. So we do this, we're applying the elbow. It's a joint striking as opposed to a control type of bang, right? We also have the bicep, very similar to the ditch. That lever there. We've got the armpit. So if I'm here, rolling there, applying the armpit, right? However, we can get into that stuff. We've got the shoulder. So let's say we're here, slide up under here, applying with the shoulder. We've got the other shoulder, sliding into there. We've got the body, which is also known as blanketing. We apply with this part of the shoulder, we just hold it in place and apply pressure on the fulcrum with our shoulder or our body. This way. We also have the option of getting it to the belly and putting the belly on top, and that becomes the fulcrum. So again, this is a Hubad variation using it going into an arm bar and then dropping, right? Arm bar drop, arm bar drop. This isn't necessarily how we would control. This is how we would be doing what do you call, joint tendon destruction, right? Coming in and doing that stuff. So we're getting to the position of throwing it off of an interception like a Hubad. So we're catching it, doing Hubad basic entry, and coming in with an arm bar, at least for positioning, right? We could be coming in here and getting into that stuff, all off of this basic entry, practicing this entry into an arm bar, right? Applying that. Boom, and applying that. And at the same time, maybe he's really strong, I can't quite apply an arm bar, I'm just dropping that down and renegotiating the original. Guys to work on twisting the arm then and applying it that way, right? So twisting the arm. Normally we just cuff it like this and applying it without the thumb. But for this, I want you to start twisting and bringing it towards the hip. Twisting and bringing it towards it. One of the other principles here is wrist above elbow, elbow above shoulder. Bang, bang, bang. In a downward line. So then I can just jam you into the ground, whatever the case may be, right? Now the next variation I want, see, he doesn't want to give that to me. So I'm going to have to come underneath, right? I can throw him if I needed to throw him with a hip toss, or whatever the case may be. So we're just going standard one, just practicing getting positioning. this one, I'm coming underneath. Now, I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to really apply it. I'm going to be applying this really hard, and it would be a joint destruction, but at the top of my hip, right? And then you got whatever your control you're going to go to from that point. Alright? So, as a practice, like going into the cradle catch, so going with both, bomb, whatever you're going to call it, which is also in its own right a variation on an armbar, bang and jamming that. The next one we're going to go into is underneath, okay? And then we throw, right? Whatever we're going to do. Now, something we pointed out, if I give him this hip, it's easy for him to slide off into a comfortable, like, break fall, whatever you want to call it. If I'm in here and I give him this hip, it's much less, and he's in a very compromised position. His arm is basically depending on me to, either let him down or break his arm. So the next thing we're going to go to, it's very similar, but we're just cradling it, where we're just using our body. We're going to be using our shoulder to adjust and to carry our finger. And so for now, boom, catching it, and then applying, right? Depending on if they're expecting that or not, they could introduce their face to the ground, whatever. It's a very simple and efficient takedown. Boom, bang, right? Jam it in, you take it down like this, put it down, and use your knee as a further armbar, right? Fulcrum lever, fulcrum lever. Two pressure points here, and he's in a very secure spot. The fulcrum pressure should go wherever the thumb is pointed, right? So if he's pointing in that direction, the fulcrum pressure goes in that direction. If I want to do the takedown, pop, I can do it like that. Now, Derek got me in a position where he was doing a heel drop on my head, and this is right here. So the fulcrum pressure, even though I'm not pressing, should go in the direction of the thumb. If the thumb is an arrow pointing that way, the pressure on the fulcrum should go that way. Or you can also do it, the pressure should go on the lever, should go in the opposite direction, or the side that the pinky's on. So as he's got me in a kneel drop on my jaw, there's armbar pressure right there. I can also use it there, right? Against my body, I can open it up like that, right? While I do whatever I need to do, right? Maybe get him down like this, right? And then you apply this lever. This is the same, fulcrum lever base. He doesn't like that because I'm oscillating and I'm pulsing it right now. But this is using a shin as your fulcrum over top, right? And then we can also come on around here. So it's still pressure. You can be doing your knee dropping on his ribs, whatever. You can do both, or you can still apply fulcrum with your shin, right? Right in there, and you lift. Apply pressure. It's good restraint, or bang bang. All that stuff, okay? Okay, so like I was talking about how we've got a palm and an elbow and a wrist with different angles or different tools to use as an arm bar. We're going to use the wrist, the inside wrist. This is used with a lot of our grunting stuff. And if we happen to end up on the inside line where we really don't want to be, it's coming in, we want to get off of the inside line. We can do this quick destruction using this tight tendon in here, pop up underneath, and then get it out of the way, right? So we're here doing hubad, inside line, bang, up underneath, boom, 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 come into our combination, whatever we get into, right? So A, B, C, working this, what I want to do with the inside line. I could be coming for any of the center line stuff, pop, 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 pop. Instead I'm going to jam, do a tendon destruction. Not really a gunting traditionally, but we're bang, coming up underneath. If we hold it, that's just jamming. We can also pull that back if we got a strong enough hand. We can just jack that. But I like this one a bit more. Pop, and then get out. And if you're clean and if it happens, you can get into a nice armbar from there. Realistically, that's not going to happen. Pop. Like this, lift his arm, come into combinations, okay? So, let's say we start coming in here, okay? With a big side thrust. He comes over here, whack. That's what I do. Except that's not a thrust at all. Yeah. So he's coming in with a thrust. I do the shoulder block, and I cut you, and then back out. Right? So that's the same principle as the armbar we were working. So he's coming in, palm, palm, right? But then we can clear it out. And instead of punching, we secure this. Kid me, alright? We're doing straight move. I hand it off, pull that in, and I elbow up and I hammer it in. So So that's just another variation. Of course, this would be hard. You're trying to really jam that against that, elbow it back, destroy the arm and come in. Otherwise, we come on the inside line, get it in there, 1, maybe 2, and then we can get into our other stuff. Or I want inside line, jamming up with this tendon and lifting it up. A lot of really built guys, you're going to notice they have a horseshoe here. You know, the tricep comes out, it's got a horseshoe. What we're aiming at is this, the tendon group that's just surrounded by the horseshoe, right down there. So we're coming up as close to the elbow as we can get before we can just get out, all right? Now, what I can do in here is this, right? Or I can just come onto the inside, and the same way we do the elbow destruction, do a bicep, so we should drop it down, right? So, normally we're here, boom, drop it open. From here, boom, drop it open. From here, boom, pull it out, right? So, 1, 2, elbow destruction the same way, but we don't want to lift it there, so we scoop that out, okay? Boom, dropping in to punch it. Okay? So maybe we go into this, pulling and elbowing. You can also shear in. So we're shearing down into that. Alright? And that's pushing and pulling. Same principle. Now we'd be shearing into that. Shearing into this. Right? Whatever you're going to get into. Okay, so as he's punching in, this is traditionally like a split entry. So we practice the Italian V and entering here. This is traditionally what's called a reverse split entry. I learned it as being called a dirty uppercut. But either way, this is coming up to the chin, to the eyes. So when we're doing this, the next variation is the arm wrench. So you're just coming up with the bicep. It's an arm bar or an arm destruction, but we're pulling here and we're jamming that in. So we're here, 1, 2, arm wrench, pull it out and come in, right? So as a hubat flow, we're 1, 2, arm wrench, pull, 1, 2, arm wrench, pull. Boom, boom. So we're learning through repetition the basic deflection into an arm wrench, right? I'm a little shorter than him, so mine ends up being a shoulder jam, even more than the arm wrench. The arm wrench tradition is either coming up for his face, up to the ceiling, or you can jam that shoulder in. And this here pulls this open so we can get into our striking combination after doing an arm destruction, however we choose to do it. And you'll notice that hooking motion is the exact same thing. I'll show you places as if he's coming in here, boom, right? So if I'm coming here, pang, pulling in, all right? Punching in, boom, So again, the principles of the armbar being lever here, fulcrum here, and applying pressure with whatever we have to get to that pressure on the fulcrum. Right? Situation dictates, not systematic.